Welcome to another senior news update where you stay informed and stay ahead. Today, we are going to do a deep dive, meaning that we're going to take a deeper look at a topic that is so important, why you should not take Social Security at age 65. And before we get started, if you're new to this channel, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, because we appreciate your support. And before we get going, as always, we want to know where you are watching this broadcast from. So go into the comment section and give me your city and state. So let's dive into this really important topic on why you should not take Social Security at age 65. So, what is this about? Well, let's talk about it. And the biggest thing I want to share with you is that taking Social Security and when you make that decision is so critical, not only to your financial well being as a senior, but also it's critical to how you maximize the benefits that you get. So, taking Social Security at age 65 instead of waiting until age 70 could cost you tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars over your lifetime. This single financial decision may have the biggest impact on your retirement security of any choice you make. Now, why is this important? Well, Americans are living longer. That's a fact than previous generations, with today's 65-year-old likely to live up to age 84 for men and 87 for women. So the point is that if you hit 65, you are more than likely to get to age 84 if you are a male and 87 if you're a female, according to the Social Security Administration data. Many retirees, therefore, will spend 20 to 30 years in retirement, making the decision of when to claim benefits critically important for long-term financial stability. Now, what is the permanent reduction I'm talking about? Taking Social Security at age 65 results in a permanent reduction of your monthly benefit as much as 13.3% less. Now, you may think that is not a lot of money, but it compounds over time. But if you wait until your full retirement age at age 67 or 66 and change for some people, this will give you more money in your pocket. Just waiting a year or two changes the game. This reduced amount will be your base for the rest of your life. So if you take it at 65, whatever amount you're going to get right now is going to be the permanent amount. And it's not going to affect just you, but your surviving spouse as well. So each year you claim early, if you start at age 62, for example, represents a lost opportunity to increase your benefit by as much as 8% a year through delayed retirement credits between the full retirement age and age 70. This guaranteed 8% increase is difficult to match with any other safe investment, especially in today's economy. So when you say, oh, I'm going to just claim it early and invest it somewhere, it is very, very hard for you to match this 8% rate that you're going to get simply by waiting. Now, let's talk about full retirement age for a second. 65 is not what it used to be anymore. Many people mistakenly believe that 65 is still the full retirement age for Social Security. It is not. That was when it was changed in 1983. So it is no longer the full retirement age. For those born 1960 or later, it's even higher at age 67, while those born between 1943 and 1959 have a full retirement age between 66 and 10 months. So there is a penalty if you claim early. If your full retirement age is 67 and you take your benefit at 65, your monthly check will be reduced by approximately 13.3% for the rest of your life. This reduction happens because you are drawing benefits for a longer period, and the system is designed to be roughly actuarially neutral over an average lifespan. And you're making a permanent decision. The decision to take Social Security benefit at 65 is generally permanent and will affect your monthly benefit for potentially decades. While there is a one-time option to withdraw your application within the first 12 months of claiming, you would need to have paid all the money you receive back. So you can claim at 65 and then change your mind, but you have to pay all the money they've given you back. And then there's Medicare. Many people claim Social Security at 65 simply because that's when Medicare eligibility begins, mistakenly believing they must take both together. That's not true. Medicare and Social Security are separate programs with different optimal enrollment ages, and there's no requirement to start both simultaneously. The growing power of patience. This is an important slide I want to share with you. By waiting beyond your full retirement age, your benefit grows by 8% a year until age 70 through delayed retirement credit. This means that waiting from age 65 to 67 could increase your monthly benefit by approximately 40 to 45%, depending on your specific birth year and your full retirement age. Social Security benefits include annual cost of living, and these adjustments are applied to a larger base amount if you've waited to claim it. So the more money you are getting in benefits, the more your cost of living adjustment is going to be. And since inflation has been high and stayed high, absolute dollar difference between reduced benefit and maximum benefit grows even larger over time. Now let's talk about even the compounding effect. The combination of delayed retirement credits and COLA creates an ever powerful compounding effect that continues throughout your retirement. The difference between claiming at 65 and 70 starts substantially grow even larger over time, potentially adding hundreds of thousands of dollars over your retired lifetime. Now, some may say, okay, well, there's the break-even point. Well, let's talk about that. The break-even age when waiting to claim surpasses early claiming in a total lifetime benefit is typically in the late 70s to early 80s. With average life expectancies extending well beyond these ages, most retirees who are in good health at 65 will receive more lifetime benefits by waiting. This is just the math. This is not even like financial advice because I'm not qualified to give you that and I'm not playing that online. I'm just giving you the math based on the Social Security Administration's data that shows what happens if you wait and what happens if you don't. And the average life expectancy that they're seeing for people who hit age 65, how long they live after that, if you're healthy, becomes a very critical factor in all of this. So, common sense reasons to claim at 65. If all of what I've said is not convincing to you and you still want to claim at 65, here are some good reasons that will be good to consider if you want to take your benefit at age 65. The first one is health concerns, probably the biggest one. People with serious health conditions or shorter life expectancies may reasonably choose to claim earlier as they may not live long enough to benefit from delaying the benefits. However, many people overestimate health problems and underestimate their likely longevity, leading to financial suboptimal decisions. This is also based on just data. Forced retirement. According to a Transamerica Center for Retirement Studies report, 59% of retirees leave the workforce earlier than planned, often due to health issues or job loss. This unexpected early retirement can create immediate income needs that lead people to claim Social Security sooner than their optimum age, or that is financially optimum for them. Then there's Medicare. Medicare eligibility begins at 65, creating a natural but misleading association with Social Security. Many retirees falsely believe they must claim both together, leading to premature Social Security claiming that permanently reduces their monthly benefit. And then we have the bird in hand mentality. Many people subscribe to the take it while you can get it philosophy, fearing future cuts to Social Security or their own mortality. This psychological bias towards immediate rewards often overshadow the significant financial advantage of patients, especially since the Social Security Trust Fund is projected to pay full benefits until 2035. Well, it's between 2033 and 2035. Now, let's look at the financial impact of claiming early. This chart is from the Social Security Administration. For a person who would have received $2,000 a month at full retirement, assuming it's age 65, claiming at age 65 reduces the monthly benefit. So if your full retirement age is 67 and you claim at 55, it reduces your monthly benefit to around $1,733. Now you may think it's just $267 monthly reduction, but it adds up to $3,200 annually. That could be your car payment or your insurance payment for the whole year, and over $64,080 over 20 years, not including the cost of living adjustment you would have received, and that will make it even larger. The second impact is spousal impact. When the higher earnings spouse claims early, it not only reduces their own benefit, but also potentially reduces the survivor benefit their spouse might receive after their death. This decision could affect a surviving spouse's financial security for many years, especially since women typically live longer than men. And then there's the tax part. Social Security benefits are taxed more favorably than other retirement income sources, with a maximum of 85% of benefits subject to federal income taxes. By maximizing your Social Security benefit through delayed claiming, you increase the portion of your retirement income that receives this preferential tax treatment. And then inflation. Social Security is one of the few retirement income sources, believe it or not, with built-in inflation protection through the annual cost of living adjustment. By maximizing this inflation-protected income stream, you provide better protection against rising prices throughout retirement, especially during periods of high inflation like we've just experienced the last few years, and that becomes even a no-brainer. Now, on top of that, you should consider what's going to happen if you're working while claiming Social Security before your retirement age, because there are rules around this that could limit how much money you could get. So there's something called the earnings test penalty. If you claim Social Security at age 65 and continue working, you will be subject to the earnings test until you reach full retirement. In 2024, for every $3 you earn above the $59,520 in the year of your full retirement age, Social Security would deduct $1 from your benefits. Then there's benefit recalculation. The good news is that after you reach your full retirement age, Social Security recalculates your benefit to account for months when your benefit were reduced or withheld due to excess earnings. However, this recalculation won't fully compensate for permanent reduction from claiming your benefits before your full retirement age. And then there are tax implications. Working while receiving Social Security can increase your combined income tax or combined income, potentially making more of your benefits subject to federal income tax. Up to 85% of your Social Security benefits can become taxable if your income exceeds certain thresholds. $34,000 for individuals and $44,000 for married couples filing jointly. Now let's talk about double penalty. Social Security, taking Social Security at age 65 while still earning substantial income creates a potential double penalty. You lock in permanently reduced amount, so you're getting a reduced amount that you'd have received at your full retirement age. And then you might have some benefits temporarily withheld due to the earnings test, which I just talked about. The combination makes claiming Social Security at 65 particularly disadvantageous for those who plan to continue working. And then there's special consideration for married couples. Married couples should coordinate their claiming strategies, especially if there's a significant difference in their earnings history. The higher earnings claiming decision is particularly important as it determines the survivor benefits available to the spouse remaining after one dies. When the higher earning spouse delays benefit until age 70, they not only maximize their own benefit, but also potential survivor benefits. This strategy provides important financial protection for surviving spouses who will receive the higher of their own benefit or the deceased spouse's benefit. Women typically outlive men by several years, while female life expectancy at age 65 being disproportionately or approximately 3 years longer than male life expectancy. So if a female hits age 65 and a male hits age 65, the female is expected to live longer by 3 years than the male. This demographic reality makes it especially important for higher income earning spouse, often the husband, to maximize the survivor benefit by delaying claiming. And then there's a split strategy option. Some couples benefit from a split strategy where the lower earning spouse claims earlier while the higher earning spouse delays their benefit. This approach provides some Social Security income earlier in retirement while maximizing the important benefit of the higher income earning spouse so that they can claim later, and that will also determine the survivor benefit. So that's another strategy you can use if you need some money to come in while you are in retirement. The lower earning spouse can claim first, the higher earning spouse can wait. But then when the higher earning spouse claims, they get more money. And then should the higher earning spouse pass away first, the lower earning spouse then gets survivor benefits, which is higher because of that strategy. Then there's Medicare. Medicare enrollment at 65 is generally recommended regardless of when you claim Social Security, but the two programs are completely separate. You can and often should enroll in Medicare at 65, even if you are delaying your Social Security benefit until later. If you're already receiving Social Security benefit when you turn 65, you will automatically be enrolled in Medicare Part A and Part B. If you are not receiving Social Security at age 65, you would need to proactively sign up for Medicare during the initial enrollment period to avoid late enrollment penalties. Those do exist. Without Social Security benefits, you will receive quarterly bill for your Medicare Part B premiums instead of having them automatically deducted from your Social Security payment. Having alternate payment options include Medicare Easy Pay, which you can use, online bill pay through your bank, or credit card payment through your Medicare account online. And then there's HSA you have to think about. If you are still working at age 65 with access to health savings account, enrolling in any Medicare or any part of Medicare, including premium free Part A, will make you ineligible for continued HSA contribution. This is an important consideration for working individuals who want to continue building their HSA balances. When earlier claiming might make sense, here are some things to consider. Shorter life expectancy. If you have serious health concerns that significantly reduce your life expectancy below age 80, claiming earlier might be reasonable. A break-even analysis shows that those who don't expect to live past age 70 might receive more lifetime benefits by claiming early. Then there's the financial necessity. If you lack sufficient savings or other income sources to meet your basic needs, then claiming Social Security at age 65 might be necessary despite the long-term reduction in benefits. Financial necessity is one of the most common and valid reasons for claiming Social Security before your optimum age from a mathematical perspective. And then there's dependent family members. If you have dependent children or family members who would qualify for benefit based on your record, claiming earlier might provide valuable support for them. Children under 18 or 19 if in high school, and disabled adult children can receive benefit based on your claiming. And then there's the coordinated spousal strategy. In some cases, the lower earning spouse might claim at 65 while the higher earning spouse delays until age 70, which is the split strategy, can provide some income in earlier retirement while maximizing the higher benefit that would determine the survivor benefit after one spouse dies. So, what should you do? How can you make sense of all this? What should you keep in mind? Well, request your statement. Visit Social Security's website, create a My Social Security account, and review your personal benefit statement. Make sure that all the earnings that they are crediting to your account is accurate, because they're going to take the top 35 years of your earnings and calculate how much Social Security benefit you get. And sometimes they make mistakes. I have gone into my statement and realized that there were some years they are reporting zero income when I'd made substantial income. And so check your statement so that it's accurate before they start using that to calculate your benefits. Your statement will show exactly how much your monthly benefit will increase by if you wait between 60 to full retirement age and ultimately to age 70. It's a really, really neat tool. You can just move it around and see what will happen, how much you will get if you wait or you start at a certain age. Calculate your break even, your specific break even point to see at what age the total benefit received from delayed claiming would exceed those from claiming at 65. For most people in average or better health, the break even point falls in the late 70s or early 80s, well within their life expectancy. Now, consider the health of your family or family history. Make an honest assessment of your health status and family longevity history, as those factors significantly impact the optimum claiming age. Remember that many people underestimate their life expectancy, and women especially tend to live longer than average. And then develop a bridge strategy. If you need to retire before your optimum Social Security claiming age, develop a bridge strategy using other assets to provide income until you claim Social Security. Drawing down some savings in your 60s to enable delayed claiming can significantly increase your lifetime income and financial security. So this is steps that you can take right now to make sure that you're staying ahead of this and getting this on track. Now, let's talk about Medicare. Do you know that 90% of seniors are in the wrong Medicare plan and don't know what to do about it? Why is that? Well, it's because there are 24,000 Medicare plans out there. No wonder most seniors don't know how to pick the right plan and what plan fits their needs or meets their coverage that they need. Well, we have partnered with an important company called Chapter Medicare. These guys are the real deal, and there are three reasons why I opted to do this, because I have been creating content for seniors for 14 years. I have never recommended a Medicare partner until now. The first reason is that Chapter is the only Medicare advisory company, and their services are completely free to you, that has access to all 24,000 plans. You heard that right. They are the only advisory company with access to all the plans. So they can look into your local area and find the coverage that is in your area that fits your need, your budget, and the services that you are looking into. And the biggest reason that we partner with Chapter is that their agents do not work for commission. Their licensed agents get on the phone with you. They are not trying to sell you the expensive plan because they're going to get bigger commission. Their sole mission is to help you find a plan that fits your needs, your budget, and your circumstances. And here's the best part. They can save you a lot of money. On average, they save you about $1,100 per year. So there is a short window of Medicare enrollment, especially Medicare Advantage, till March 31st. We're already in March. Call Chapter or go into the description to this video or the comments. I'm going to pin their form and you can fill it out right now. And then they'll reach out to you and work with you to find the best plan for you. So don't delay. Call them at 539-205-2147. These guys are the real deal. They're highly rated by the Better Business Bureau, and there are tons of positive reviews online, which are the reasons why we decided to partner with them and bring this service to you. So thank you for watching this deep dive. I hope you learned something that's going to help you in your journey in making decision about when to claim Social Security. And hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you like what you heard today. I appreciate your support, and we'll see you in the next recording.